What's up, everybody? Can Hotep back at it again. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Hope everybody's having a good morning on this chilly 19 degrees day. Right now it is 19 degrees here in Baltimore. Supposedly, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it might have been a dumb idea to carry a drink to the bottom. Whatever. If it starts snowing, I'm going to leave. Supposedly, you're supposed to get like 15 inches of snow or something like that. I don't know. I hope we don't get no fucking snow. I hope we don't get no snow. What up, Steph? You talking about some 15 inches of snow. I mean, the sky looked like it want to do some shit, but I hope not. If it starts snowing, I got to dip because I slammed, wasn't thinking. I took the car. Oh my gosh, I don't know what I was thinking about. I took the damn car. I meant to take the truck today. It's all good though. All good in the hood. As soon as I see a fucking snow flurry, I gotta get the fuck out of Dodge. Anyway, guys. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. There we go. Yo, I'm tired of hearing DEI, yo. I'm tired of hearing DEI. I'm tired of hearing every time some shit go wrong, it's some DEI shit. What's up, Justine? I'm just tired of it. Now, don't get me wrong, right? They have misused DEI. They have, the left has abused it, right? Diversity, equity, and inclusion. We have to be inclusive of everyone. I don't agree with equity. I agree with equality. I don't agree with equity. Equity is equal outcome. Equality is equal opportunity. That's what I'm about. Equal opportunity, not equal outcome. Not everybody deserves the same outcome as everybody else. But I digress. But the woke right, conservative right, conservative Inc., Con Inc., everything's fucking DEI. Anytime some shit go wrong, oh, it's DEI, DEI. It's annoying, yo. It's fucking annoying. You know what I mean? This shit is fucking annoying. You know? It's just like, come on, guys. Come on now. It could just, instead of it being just DEI, it could just be, a fucking freak accident, right? We don't know. We don't know. So the Toronto plane crash, from what I saw in the video, plane was coming in for a landing. Plane hit the tarmac, right? Plane hit the tarmac, and the fucking wing fucking came off the goddamn airplane. Now, from what I can see, it didn't like the wing. It didn't look like the airplane came in that motherfucker canted, and the fucking wing hit before the wheels. It looked like the wheels hit, and then the fucking wing just snapped the fuck off, and then the motherfuckers went rolling. I don't know if I could blame that shit on DEI. I don't know if I could blame that shit on DEI, right? You know, now Arvis is saying plane hit tarmac, what is that? 5 miles. What is that? Minutes / seconds vertical? I don't know what none of that shit mean. Too fast. The wing literally flapped in the other clip. So you're saying that the plane hit the tarmac too fast, and the wing's integrity couldn't hold on, and the shit just broke. That sound plausible. I don't know much about flying and shit, but I'm willing to bet that there are other planes that weren't manned by women that probably hit the fucking tarmac a little too fast, and the fucking wings ain't fucking come off that bitch, right? To me, it still seems like a quality control issue when it comes to the equipment, the planes, right? And the reason I say that is this, right? Like, I'm not going to sit here and deny that there's some people that aren't qualified to do certain jobs, but we can't say every fucking person, right? Every black person or woman that does a job and some shit goes south was not qualified to do that job, because that's what the fuck they're doing, and that shit, it gets old. And what happens is you get certain shit, you get people defending something that they shouldn't defend, right? So like if you keep calling every fucking accident a DEI accident, eventually people just like, all right, y'all going too far with this DEI shit, y'all gotta cut this shit short, y'all gotta chill out on this shit, right? Because not everything is fucking DEI, you know. So it's interesting, right? Now everything for that accident needs to be investigated, like period, full stop. Everything needs to be investigated. You know, the aircraft needs to be, inspected. I don't know if it's too late for that shit. That shit was crazy. And the pilots need to be investigated to figure out what was going on. Now, if that shit came in too hot, yeah, then it's the pilot's fault. Period, full stop, right? I'm not here to defend these women, right? Because if it was a guy that was flying that motherfucker and that shit came in too hot and they fucking did that, them motherfuckers need to be investigated too. They need to be investigated too. Period. But everything can't be fucking DEI, yo. Everything that go wrong can't be DEI. You take the bite out of it, right? It's like when the left kept calling everybody fucking Nazi. It's like when the left kept calling everybody a racist. The left kept calling everybody anti-Semitic, right? After a while, when you call everybody a fucking slur or some kind of hateful word, this shit don't have the same gravitas as it did when, like, if you sit there and you pick and you choose when you use it, right? So all across the thing, it must be DEI. There was a bunch of women. It's like, yo, whether it was a bunch of women or it was a bunch of men that was manning that flight, this shit need to be investigated. This shit is a fucking tragedy. We got too many fucking plane crashes happening. That's the shit that concerns me. There's all these fucking plane crashes that's happening. All these fucking accidents with these planes, right? And it's like American Airlines, Delta Airlines. These airlines that you wouldn't think would happen. I ain't heard shit from Spirit all year. I ain't heard shit from Spirit all year. Spirit might be the safest way to go. I'm about to start flying Spirit every fucking where. You know what I mean? You know, it's just you gotta, it's like, just stop the DEI shit, because even if it is a DEI thing, right? Or even if, let's just say it was just misfeasance, right? This was negligence, this was misfeasance, right? Some people that shouldn't have been flying. Right? Even if that's the case, the minute you start slinging DEI around, now you done took all the piss and vinegar out of the investigation. Like, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying about it, is what I'm trying to say, right? This should need to be investigated. If what Arvar said is true, right? Because it's not, you know what he's talking about. Then yeah, these women need to be investigated. They need to be brought before whatever body, and they need to explain why the fuck they came in so fucking hot, right? But let that shit happen. The minute you start throwing around, then that's when you take all of the fucking momentum out of solving the problem. Now everybody's trying to get down to brass tacks on what the fuck happened. You know what I mean? Because that shit was crazy. You know, now from the video when I was watching it, I was just looking like, because I don't know shit about airplanes. I was looking like the shit like it landed okay. I was like, damn, what the fuck what happened? Like, I thought the shit just hit the tarmac and then the fucking wing just broke. Now if y'all saying they just slammed into the fucking tarmac, you know what I mean? Which it didn't really, to me, it didn't look like that. Like, I've been on planes and I felt some rough landings. And I was like, oh shit. I'm sorry, I was thinking about when Sam Tripoli was at the Grifties. He was telling a joke about this shit. But yeah, like let the investigation go through. Stop running out. The first thing you want to do is, oh, look, another example of DEI. Like, stop. First off, it make y'all look like assholes. Second off, it victimizes these women or whoever it was that did it. We need the investigation to be objective and not based off the court of public opinion. You know, you better call Aquaman, motherfucker. You in software development? I agree, Arvis. That shit is wild to me. I don't think equal outcomes should be a thing, right? Like I said in the beginning, this whole DEI shit should have been handled a lot differently. My man Goldstein feels the same way. Most of the Hoteps feel the same way. Like, if you're going to have some shit like diversity, equity, first off, the E shouldn't even stand for equity. It should be diversity, equality, and inclusion. If you really wanted to do it, then you do that. But then at the same time, you need to hire people. And I've said this on my channel before. Welcome if you're new. I've said this on the channel before. If you're going to have that, you still need to hire people who can perform the fucking job. The people who have the skill set to do the job. Like I said, I'm a systems administrator, right? I'm a systems administrator. I don't want another systems administrator with me if they don't know what the fuck they doing. I don't want another motherfucker sitting next to me or in my office doing the same job that I'm doing that don't know what the fuck they're doing, getting paid the same amount of money as me. That's a fucking slap in the face, right? That shit is crazy to me, right? If you're going to do some DEI shit, then you got to make sure they got the skill set. Now, when it comes down to some of these incidents, the DEI shit is that they don't have the skill set. They might have just squeaked by, or they lowered the standards to allow these people to be included into these situations, and then they fucking underperform. I completely agree with that, right? And that's a problem. Period. Full stop. These women may very well have been just unequipped to fly that plane without somebody with more experience, right? But let them investigate that. We can't just start throwing the DEI. It's just be strategic about it, because now it's just gotta, what's the word? I'm trying to figure out how to say this shit. Right? It's already got a negative connotation with it. So if people keep saying everything's DEI, then people are just going to stop listening. Right? People are going to stop paying attention to that story. It's like the boy who cried wolf. After a while, motherfuckers didn't pay that nigga no mind. So all these people that keep yelling DEI, like Benny Johnson and Jack Sobiak and Wokeness and all these other people, eventually people are just going to look at their tagline on their Twitter and just be like, and not even look at the situation simply because they said DEI, even though it might be something worth looking at that's suspicious. You know what I mean? It irks me. It irks me, right? And like I said, I'm not defending these women. If they fucked up, if they came in too hot and they fucking launched pad and quacked that shit, then yeah, no, they need to be fired or suspended pending investigation. But just be objective and tell the story for what it is. A plane crash, blah 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 blah. And if you want to say in your headline, Delta Airlines flight was an unmanned flight, all women. Just say that. Just say that. Just get the facts of the matter, right? It's just annoying now at this point. It's like the word is being overused. They done jumped the shark with the word. You know what I mean? They done jumped the shark with the word. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? There's a wide skill gap of young women, right? Young women and gay men. That's how that shit works. That's what we say on this channel, Arvis. Like, usually it's young women and gay men who get the advantage of, for one, the equal opportunity, right? Affirmative action, and the DEI shit. That's the truth. And like I said, their ethnicity, whoever they fucking, their sexual orientation, all that shit should be an afterthought. So if you got some candidates and you like, yo, all right, so all these candidates was great, but this one candidate right here, this one candidate had, graduated at the top of his class. He worked for such and so company, and he was able to grow that company's revenue by X%. And they're willing to come over here, man. I think this guy would be a perfect fit, or this person would be a perfect fit here. Oh yeah, and by the way, they fucking think they're fucking Tony the Tiger, and we gotta put some fucking litter in the bathroom. All right, then they be like, all right, well, go get the fucking tidy cat. If this motherfucker gonna make me a fucking $1 million in a month, we'll get that nigga some tidy cat. You know what I mean? Like, it should be an afterthought. But as long as you got the skill set to perform the job, that's all that should matter, right? I'm one of the people that I'm honestly, to be honest with you, and we said this on this channel before, affirmative action, that shit didn't benefit black people. Affirmative action didn't benefit black folks. You know what I mean? I'm wondering, like, you know what I mean? Like, my grandfather, like I told y'all the story of him, my grandfather he was a machinist out of the military. He was in the Korean War. When he got out of the war, he went and worked at Westinghouse as a janitor because that's all that he could get, even though he was a machinist. He didn't get the opportunity to be like to actually work his trade until like the late 80s. Until like the late 80s. And that's simply because somebody either got fired or quit, and they just threw my grandfather in a position, and he knew what he was doing, and he excelled at it. He didn't get it because of affirmative action. He didn't get that shit because of that. No. But I'm one of the people that's like, I don't think we live in that society where, we need affirmative action. Because at the end of the day, it didn't help black folks. It didn't help us Hispanic folks. It's all in who you know in some of these cases, right? It's all in who you know in some of these cases when these jobs get given out. What's up, gobbledygook? But yeah, I keep seeing it on the timeline, right? That's why I want to talk about it today. I keep seeing it on the timeline, and I'm like, why the fuck all right, I got you. It was an all-woman crew. Got it. It is DEI, and it just, even with me, and I want to see the investigation. Even with me, I'm like, damn, what the fuck happened on that plane to where so that happens? But just DEI, and it's like, and it irks me, and it's just like, it bastardizes whatever it is they need to do to find out what happened. It's just annoying. It's just a bunch of grifters. They're trying to use buzzwords to get clicks and likes on their posts. That's it. But this shit's annoying. I remember doing a video about a year ago, me and Jay. Matter of fact, it's on my channel, under my videos tab. You'll see it. When Charlie Kirk started trying to do that DEI shit, when it came to, like, I think I forgot what it was, and I think it was a black guy that was flying, or he had a hypothetical of a black guy flying a plane or whatever. You know what I mean? And it's annoying. It's fucking annoying. Let them investigate what happened. If these women fucked up on that flight, then they need to get their fucking wings taken away from them. I don't know what it is. Is that what it is in the flight field? Need to get their fucking wings taken away from them, and they shouldn't be flying no more flights. They should be fired and not allowed to fly no more flights with passengers, or go back to flight school or whatever it is they need to do. But stop muddying the waters by calling everything DEI. Stop muddying the waters by calling everything DEI. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Exactly, Roy. DEI has become the scapegoat for everything. Yeah, DEI is now the new racist. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is, and it's annoying. After a while, people just don't want to hear it. And if they see that shit in your tag, in your title, or in your post, they just not going to read it. Even though it might have some pertinent information in there, they're not going to read it because it's just they tired of it, tired of hearing it. How many people got tired of hearing Nazi, 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 Nazi in 2016 to 2020? It takes the bite out of it. So now when you really do have a situation where DEI was the blame, I really want to look at it because they just tired of seeing that fucking troll. You know what I mean? Seem like people doing bad things under the name of DEI? Could be. It could be. It could be. This person got a baby on board sign and just cut me the fuck off. Hope their baby ain't on board. It's a Subaru Crosstrack with a roof nest on it. Look at this shit. I'm pretty sure it was a Biden supporter. It's a Kamala supporter. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, you gotta love it. Anyway, I hope they found out what happened though. That shit was crazy. Now, it was with what's his name? What's his name? I forgot the first. Arvis. What Arvis said is true. That's crazy. I would feel like even though if they hit the tarmac, right, if they landed a little rough, if they came in a little bit hot, that airplane should have been able to take that, right? You know what I mean? It's not made out of popsicle sticks. Like this shit flies at like 500, 600 miles an hour, right? So I would assume that airplane should be able to, if they came in and they landed a little hot. Like I said, I've been on a rough plane before, like a rough landing before. I feel like the plane should be structurally sound enough to take that landing, I guess you could say. Because like the wheels and shit, they're on shocks. They're on fucking shocks. Like the wings and shit gotta have a certain amount of fucking rigidity, yet have a certain amount of like give, you know, because it's in the air, you don't need that shit breaking up. So I want to say it's probably gonna have something to do with the way the women came in, and maybe that plane shouldn't have been in the air at the same time. You know what I mean? You know, like maybe the plane shouldn't have been in the air at the same time. Like like I'm gonna look at the thing again, but even if they came in a little bit hot, them shocks on them tires or on the suspension of the plane, and the wings shouldn't have been able to take that force, I guess, when it landed. Because it's not like they fucking, like I said, it's not like they launched Pat McQuack that shit. You know what I mean? So, but we'll see what come of it. But y'all, just everything that comes out that we see, just stop. Just give the facts of the matter and stop calling that shit DEI, please, please. That's all I'm saying. But that shit did make me laugh because Sam Tripoli, y'all know who Sam Tripoli is, right? Tinfoil Hat Part. We was all in Jersey last year for the Grifties, and Sam did a set the night before the Grifties, right? It was a fun time, and Sam was talking about being on a all woman flight, right? An all woman flight, and he said that he said that everything was going pretty smooth until the landing. he, he said that plane. He said that plane hit the tarmac hard. He was like, he said it was like when the Asian people fucking slammed that shit on the Pagawa. He said that's all he could hear when that plane hit. Paigawa! It's like they just slammed this shit on the table. Paigawa! And he said the plane bounced a couple times and they came to a stop. That shit made me laugh. Oh man, that shit made me laugh, yo. That is funny. What's up, Brian? Brian Nichols in the building. Oh man. But that's what I'm saying, Jeannie. It's like they might have came in a little hot, but that plane should have been able to deal with that. You know what I mean? Ain't like they fucking came in and they came in at fucking, I don't know, fucking 100 knots or whatever it is, and they're what the fuck happened up here? God damn, I can't get a break through this. Just, I don't know what the fuck happened up ahead. It's just traffic and lights and shit. So we're gonna see what happens. But I feel like maybe they probably did come in hot, but at the same time, that plane should have been able to take that. And the fact that the plane couldn't take that, the fucking wing snapped off. What's Energy say? He said that the fucking suspension and shit crushed under the, like, that's like, damn, like was that plane PM right? Should that plane have been in the air? It could be. It can be two things at once. You know what I mean? I appreciate it, Slick. You know, it was a smooth flight all the way up to the landing. Oh shit! So they did remove him. I know they had the. So yesterday we were talking, and we was talking yesterday, and I know that they were going to have a hearing. I guess the governor was going to go into some meeting with some people, and they were going to discuss his removal. So they actually went through with the removal, yo. Damn, winter whooping your ass, Mike. I get what you're saying though. Right, exactly, Jeremy. Two things can be true at the same time. Maybe they came in a little hot. Maybe that plane just wasn't. Maybe that plane should have been flying. You know, if that fucking wing came off that easy, they better be happy that wing and come off in flight through some turbulence or something. Al Sharpton was in on it. Oh my gosh, are you serious? We are crazy, yo. We covered it yesterday, yo. 14 degrees feels like 2 degrees. That's crazy. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I think they said today was gonna be a high 22 here in Baltimore, but it's gonna feel like 15, and it's fucking cold. It's fucking cold. But yeah. So the Eric Adams thing, right? So he goes in front of a judge today. Now I know they said he wanted to try to host his meeting with all the black politicians. So this is what's going on, in my opinion. Eric Adams was their golden boy until Eric Adams started thinking for himself. Eric Adams started thinking in the best interest of his constituents, right? He after a while, right? He was all sanctuary city. We're not gonna leave them out in the cold. Blah 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 blah. Then when those fucking, when all the illegals came, and he realized, oh shit, we not equipped for this shit. We ain't got the money or the resources to house these migrants. They gotta fucking go. Something's got to be done, right? So then he goes to the White House. He gets no help from the White House, right? He gets no help from Biden because this is all a part of the fucking Great Reset, right? So then he starts speaking out about it, like, yo, we need help. This is wild, right? So not only is he speaking about it, he's going on like Fox News and shit, like, yo, yeah, this is crazy. Like, we need help. This is nuts. So at that point, they were like, oh, he's no longer in lockstep with us. Oh, he's no longer under our thumb. He's no longer He doesn't serve. He doesn't serve any purpose anymore, right? Right. And so now, what do you do? What they do with every politician or a political leader or whatever, right? Because at that point, he was actually speaking the will of the people in those in like the Bronx and stuff like that in Brooklyn, where they like, yo, we being displaced for people that don't belong here. So it would have made them look crazy if they would have like did what they did now and try to have a recall because he didn't want to be a sanctuary city. So what they do, they bring him up on some bullshit charges, right? Bill Cooper told us about that. It's like, what happened when if you got somebody that you can't control their voice, you can't control what they say, you discredit them, you assassinate their character. And that's what they're doing with Eric Adams. Now, I'm not an Eric Adams fan. I think he was a fool from the jump, but he was a fool that wised up. But because he wised up and he started speaking against his handlers, they got to get him out of there because he doesn't serve a purpose anymore. That's why you see them trying to get him out of there. The people didn't speak. The will of the people didn't speak and say, we want Eric Adams gone. The people in New York didn't say that. These are politicians in New York saying they want him gone. Well, Tom Homan, that nigga gangster. But at the same time, I'm sure Eric Adams cut some kind of deal to where as though they dropped his charges, right? They got the government to step in to get his charges dropped in as long as he worked with ICE and the Department of Homeland Security and all that other shit on getting these illegals out. But that's what Eric Adams wanted in the first place. Once he realized, oh, we fucking up, they gotta go. We got New York, we got New York citizens here or New Yorkers that they can barely feed their families. We displacing them. We shutting down community centers to house illegals, and this shouldn't be the case. We going broke doing this, right? And Kathy Hochul, she a part of them the collective. Make no mistake about it. I guarantee people in New York probably wish they would have kept Cuomo. Now Cuomo wasn't. He wasn't. Cuomo was. He was a fucking snake. But I think that Hochul is worse than Cuomo. And I'm willing to bet most people in New York think that Hochul's worse than Cuomo. But this shit is politically motivated. Period. Full stop. They're not getting rid of him because of he had upgraded seats to the fucking country he went to, or he was on the take. No, that's some manufactured shit. He's bucking against the agenda that they're trying to push. It's as simple as that. So they'll get what they want. They'll get what they want, right? They'll get what they want. He'll resign, or they're just gonna kick him out of office. Now, if it was me, and I get what he wants to do, he wants to fight it. But Eric Adams, you ain't got the money to fight that, bro. Remember, it ain't just Hochul in the state of New York. You going against the powers that be. Period. Full stop. You going against the Uniparty. You going against they, them, the collective. You're going against bankers. You're going against the cabal, bro. It ain't just Kathy Hochul. It ain't Eric Adams versus the state of New York. That ain't who you going against. A much bigger conglomerate than that. And they ain't got nothing but time and resources. That's all they got, time and money. They will bankrupt you before you even remotely gain any ground in a fucking court of law when it comes to this shit. So if I was Eric Adams, I would resign. I would resign my office. I would save me the money. I would save me the trouble. I would save me the slander and everything that's going to come with this. And I would just resign my office. You know? And if your political capital is enough, switch sides like Tulsi did, and actually start, pushing for the rights of the people. You know, is Adams waiting for the highest bidder? Nah, I think that he had. I honestly, to be completely honest with you, I think he had the noblest intentions. I'm gonna just say this. I think he had good intentions, but he was drinking the Kool-Aid. That's me. I think he had good intentions. I think he started drinking the Kool-Aid, and he started going with this agenda until he realized the agenda wasn't working and that it was bankrupting the city. And he thought that he could speak out about it. Why do you think Brandon Johnson in Chicago, right? He's staying with it because he don't want to end up like Eric Adams. Eric Adams is a fucking, he's being made an example of for anybody else that think they might want to kind of be like, hey, this is a problem. Is that like an accident up ahead? There's no way I should still be waiting to get off this fucking exit. Damn, that Porsche's fire. That Porsche's fire. Anyway. But yeah, like, even though I'm not a fan of Eric Adams, I think that it's a complete injustice on what's happening to him. You know what I mean? I think it's complete injustice on what's happening to him. Pleather? Yeah, okay. It's $1,000 fucking leather jacket. It's pleather though. You're right. No, Johnson is not protected. The minute he don't serve a purpose no more, his ass is going to go the way of the dodo too. That's what a lot of them, but that's what they're afraid of, right? That's why you see he be up there looking all distressed when he be talking and shit. He know that the people in Chicago do not like him. He know that he is selling the people of Chicago out, but he knows that if he tries to do anything, you know, to help the people of Chicago or get their voices heard, his ass is going to end up like Eric Adams. As simple as that. As simple as that. Yeah, it's real leather. It's $1,000 fucking leather jacket. It better be real. But you know how the trolls be. It's hard to trust mainstream media if you do not live there. It's hearsay these days. Yeah, you're right. You can't trust the mainstream media, and you shouldn't trust the mainstream media. You shouldn't trust what I say. If I say something, right? If I say something, then you know, I would, like I do with anybody else. I don't care who it is. I hear something, I gotta go look it up first before I even start to put it out there. So even if you hear me say some shit, go look that shit up. Now, if this was my regular show, right? Y'all just catching me. This is my daily show when I'm driving to work, right? But if you catch my night show, which is on Mondays and Thursdays, um, I give you the receipts on what I'm saying, and I get like, and my opinion is well thought out, based off of the research that I've done. So I've looked at the mainstream media, right? And I consider Fox News mainstream media. I don't even know how Fox News can say that they're not mainstream media. They're mainstream media just as much as CNN and MSNBC. However, I'll look at Fox, right? I'll look at Fox. I'll look at MSNBC and CNN. I'll go to the articles. I'll look at a New York Post, and I'll look at a Newsweek, or I'll look at Politico, or I'll look at all sides of it, and then I'll make an informed decision, and I'll bring it to my audience. That's what I do. So when I say some shit, I'm not talking outside of my neck. I'm saying what I'm saying is because that's the determination I came to based on my research on the matter. Not to mention I got some friends in high places who I can call, and then like, yo, what's up with this situation? Inner city's trash. Got to get better leadership. You got to get people that aren't beholden to uh, uh, corporations and big government. Brandon Johnson was installed in there. He was selected because he wasn't going to buck the system. He's a puppet. That's why he's there. They thought Eric Adams was going to be a puppet, and he ended up not being a puppet. You start thinking for him. Their puppet started. He started thinking he was Pinocchio. He got no strings to hold him down, and he was like, "Well, let us remind you," and that's what's happening with him. You know. My father murked the bull with his bare hands. That's what it coat. Funny part is that's that he bought this coat. I went over his house for Christmas and he was like, "Here." He threw the shit at me. Like, what the fuck is this? He bought me this coat. He got one, and then my brothers got the same coat. We all got the same fucking coat. Like it? Yeah, this shit dope. Nigga left a tag on it. I say, you paid $1,000 for this? Yeah, it's nice, ain't it? I was like, so you paid $4,000 in fucking leather jackets? They nice though, right? Like, yeah, it's real nice. Appreciate it. It's fucking warm as a bitch too. Everywhere I go, I get compliments on this jacket. Everywhere I go, they're like, "Oh, that's a nice ass jacket." I'm like, thank you. It's warm as shit, and I don't like wearing coats. I hope so. What's up, Miss Wild Wolf? That I hear talks about the Yamin shot being banned. It should be. It should have been banned, right? Oh yeah, I'm gonna have this shit forever. I love this jacket. I think it's like I think I had it for about. How long I had this jacket? I might have had this shit for like 6 years already. Couches. If you heard my father talk, you'd be like, oh, Cannon is not exaggerating the way his father sounds. I'll be trying to get him on the show, like, yo, Dad, why don't you, like, he be talking, we be in the office, and my father is fucking hilarious, but he's a wealth of knowledge too, especially when it comes to moving in the corporate world. You know what I mean? Being, a black business owner and stuff like that, how to move. My father been in business for 23 years. He done been through, the 2008 recession and everything. And this nigga is 23 years and it's, nothing but, the Lord and hustle, keeping the company jumping. You know what I mean? So, but I be trying to get him on the channel because he be talking some good shit. I'm like, yo, Dad, why don't you just come on the channel and just talk? I'm gonna just sit back. I'm gonna just let you go. Nah. It's all right. I'm good. I'm good. I'm like, why not? Like he talking about trying to start his own thing. I'm like, yo, just come on every now and again and just talk some shit and then leave. No. That's how he sound though. That's how he sound. They honking the horn. Ain't no way for nobody to go. Yeah. Paying Bondi. Now allegedly, was it? Oh, shit, I think because I was going to touch on this tomorrow. Allegedly, they've I think they voted to release Epstein and the JFK files. That's going to be interesting. That is going to be interesting. That's going to be real fucking interesting. We're going to see if that shit come out, though. Jan and Dad built like Kratos. But my father, he don't want to go on. But it should be hilarious, y'all. He not even grumpy. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Maybe he just, I don't know. Maybe feel like he ain't good at like talking in a camera or whatever. I don't know. But one day I'm gonna let y'all hear that shit. One day I'm gonna go in that bitch with my fucking meta glasses on and I'm gonna fucking record this nigga. He is hilarious. But would he be speaking be some true shit? You know. But I don't know. Oh, down in Texas, yeah, y'all got some good. My brother-in-law, he down in Texas now. He just moved down there. Um, he gonna call up and brag. Yeah, it was about 75 degrees outside today. He in Dallas. I was like, man, get off my phone now. They're not releasing it straight out. They're sending it to Congress for them to read and release. Oh, they're sending it to Congress for them to read and release it. That sounds like they're sending it to Congress so they can sanitize it and they can pick and choose what we get to see. They gonna release the Epstein files. There's gonna be 3 words and a fucking blurry picture, and they go like, "Here y'all go." That's what they doing, yo. That is what they're doing. We need to redact this, and this. We got to protect this person's name, this person's name, this person's name. All right, we can't put this. Yo, that's what they're doing. They're sending it to Congress to read and release. No, they're sending it to Congress for that shit to get sanitized. That's what's happening with that shit. They are sending it to Congress for that shit to get sanitized. Oh, man. You said it's as cold as Canada? I'm going to get him on, yo. I'm gonna get him on. My little brother wanna come back on, but he be busy and shit. He living his life, the life of a 23-year-old. Remember when he was 23? Out there, buck wild, running wild. He got his little career jumping. He ain't got no kids. Nigga got him a little dog. Got his little girlfriend. They everywhere. That's my call that nigga. Where you at, yo? Oh, I'm here. I'm like, shit, live your life, my man. But he be like, yo, I did forgot what I was doing one day. He's like, yo, why didn't you call me? I was like, I didn't think you was in town, yo. I didn't think you was in town, bro. This lady gonna cause an accident where she parked. Oh my gosh, man. Bye. I can't take these people sometimes. Oh, I'm just gonna hide that nigga. What's up, Jay? Jay Pylon in the building. You miss your 20s, but you wouldn't want to be 20 now? No, I feel you on that. I miss my 20s as like saying like I miss like I guess my physical prowess when I was 20. Right? In shape and shit, abs and all that other shit running around. But I don't think I want to be 20 in today's world. Dang it, I don't know. If I had my mindset and I was 20, if I had my hustle and I was 20, right, maybe. I don't know. Alchemist said this is last year in his 20s. That's why I hate coming downtown. So I'm supposed to do some training today, but I think they said I ain't have to do it. But I gotta pick up some equipment, take it back to where I'm stationed at, and then deploy it. So I gotta come downtown for this shit. And I hate driving downtown. It's a pain in the ass. What's the time? It's 10 o'clock. I wouldn't want to be clubbing or dating these days. I agree. I wouldn't either. It's just too much, man. It is too much out here in these streets. Oh man. Anyway, if y'all should go back and listen to the spaces yesterday with Goldstein, Hotep Jesus. I was on there. Sonny Johnson was on there. We were talking about Elon and his plans to rule the world. And what we mean by that is not because of Doge, because we all agree with Doge. We think Doge should be doing exactly what the fuck they're doing, exposing corruption. We're talking about the way he making babies. This motherfucker is out here building designer babies, okay? All right. I did a whole stream about this shit a couple years ago. I replayed it 2 days ago on my channel. So if y'all want to go look at it, go look at it. But yo, this was my take. I was like, look, Ashley Sinclair, she signed whatever agreement she signed to be artificially inseminated with Elon's baby. She carried the baby to term. Now the baby's here. She got a bunch of money and a condo and some more shit. She's set for life. Okay. All this shit that was going on Twitter and stuff regarding her and Elon, I think that's just her being a bitter baby mama. That's her being a bitter baby mama. She want her kid in the limelight. She want to be in the limelight too. She want to go meet dignitaries and all this other shit. She want the clout, right? But that's none of our fucking business. Now, what I said is, Elon. He is one of these people that is he wants transhumanism, right? He wants transhumanism, right? He loves it, right? And IVF, believe it or not, IVF is a form of transhumanism, right? Now he hasn't said shit about it, Catsy, and he shouldn't say shit about it, right? He shouldn't say shit about it, right? He should just let that shit quietly die. He got better things to do right now. However, he's not denying it, but at the same time, he had her artificially inseminated. Like he didn't even have sex with her. He had a fucking turkey baster shoved up there and had a seed put in. He had to do all these tests, all of these blood markers and stuff like that. And I think Elon is curating babies. Elon is curating babies. That's what's going on. Elon is curating babies. He's trying to. I think Elon trying to build Adam Warlock. That's what I think. I think he's trying to build Adam Warlock. He's trying to have these little designer babies that's going to be out here running the fucking world. He got 12 of them. Trump just signed expansion of IVF. I ain't got a problem with IVF, right? I don't got a problem with it. Let that be what it is. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But I think Elon is using that shit as an experiment. I think his kids are all test subjects. That's what I think. And I think that he's using IVF versus getting them pregnant the old fashioned way, right? You know, because you still have blood markers and all these tests on them to see if these women are what you're looking for. And you're a billionaire. All right, let me bust you open and then you get pregnant. Now you're a millionaire and that baby is going to my lab. But I think Elon is being completely objective about it. I think that he's finding these women, right? And everybody's looking at like the physical features of these women, and they're looking at they're looking at Elon. It's like he's not a physical specimen. And I'm like, the nigga, but his intellect is, and whether you think he's smart or not, he does. And what he's doing is, I think he's looking for certain women with certain traits to to impregnate, right, through IVF to have a particular baby. And it might not just be IVF, right? Right? It might not just be IVF, right? Because I said yesterday, I said this motherfucker could be using CRISPR and he could be genetically editing the baby before they impregnate the woman. He could be going through CRISPR and IVF and trying to fucking, like I said, create Adam Warlock. And if anybody's a Marvel Comics fan, you know who Adam Warlock is. You know who Adam Warlock is if you're a Marvel Comics fan. But that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to make the perfect human being or some intellectually superior human. I guarantee, and I said this in the spaces yesterday, I guarantee one of them kids, right, or a few of them kids that he done had in the test tube, they're going to have Neuralink attached to them. He's going to put Neuralink in one of his children or a few of his children's heads. I'm just going to call that shit right now. A couple of his kids are going to get that Neuralink put right up in their brain. I because like he's already ready for clinical trials, right? They got one guy that has it in his head, right? But see, with their clinical trials, what it seems like they're looking for people with maladies or amputees or whatever, people they could try to make whole. But I think Elon, like he said in an interview one time, and again, if you go back and watch the stream that I did on transhumanism, he thinks that AI is the enemy. He thinks AI is going to be a threat to humanity. And in order for us to keep up with AI, we must upgrade ourselves. So in order for us to keep up with the AI, we need a Neuralink in the back of our head so he can fuck, so they can, so we can be just as fast and just as intelligent, I guess, as the AI is, right? He want us like Neo when they fucking uploaded the program in his head and he woke up and said, "I know kung fu." That's what they want. That's what they want, right? Or that's what he wants. I don't know. Like, and some people might find that to be a little diabolical. Some people might be like, you know what, that that might be the only way the human race exists, but it could also be the way the human race fucking extinguishes itself. You know what I mean? But yeah. So like once people found out that all of his kids, I think for the most part, are fucking IVF babies, I think the whole Elon or Horde thing kind of went out the window. But at the same time, it's like, why are you having all these kids through IVF? And my logical solution, or my logical answer for it was like, he's genetically editing these babies to be of a specific intellect and maybe some more shit, right? Maybe little X, right? Maybe little X is the fucking exceptional one. And that's why he keeps little X with him, because maybe little X is the exceptional one. Maybe little X is already fucking integrated with the fucking system. And he just got little X with him all the time because he got to monitor that little nigga. Yeah, Johnny Mnemonic. Remember that movie AI? What was the kid name? Haley Joe Osment. Is that his name? Is that his name? That movie AI? You know a link for your you know what I mean, Andrew? But that's what I think. That's where my brain goes. I'm not like, cause like if you wanna just sow your, what do you say on what do you say on Coming to America? Sow your royal oats. You wanna go ahead and sow your wild oats all over the place, you're a fucking billionaire. You could pay for that shit if you really wanted to, and you can just go bust women down if you're just freaky. And you just want to have look at Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon just out here just spreading his seed everywhere. That nigga, how many he got? Like 17 kids, Nick Cannon. He just out here being a freak and busting these women and then paying them. Elon is carefully and methodically curating these children. He's making these women go through these tests. He's making these women get the blood work done. They gotta be. It seems like they have to be have certain traits, and then they get artificially inseminated, and then they have been. And I don't even know if they might be. Are they using Elon's seed? We don't know. Are they using somebody else's? We don't know. But it seems like Elon is carefully curating these kids because they're subjects. Look at how he names them. They're subjects, y'all. You know, am I cheering for eugenics? No. Why would I cheer for eugenics? That's some fucking Dolph Mangler shit. You know, that's true, Roy. And I said that in my stream. If you go watch the stream, like I said, I did. I replayed what, Monday. That's exactly what I said. Like, you know, and me and Strong Dad, when Strong Dad called into the show, yo, everything we put our personalities, all of our personalities are on these social media platforms, right? Twitter's probably the biggest one where all of our personalities are there, right? We tweet our personalities every day, all day, and that shit gets uploaded into some database. What's up, Kid Gravity? 12 months, man. I appreciate you, y'all. Shout out to Kid Gravity. I know he probably gonna go live after me or something. That's my man's right there. If you ain't subscribed to Kid Gravity, man, go holler at him. Shit, if you ain't subscribed over here, subscribe over here. But yeah, we all our personalities, the way we think, the way all that shit is being curated, is being saved on these social media platforms. And it wouldn't be hard for them to create another me, right? If they wanted to create another me, let's say they want to take one of them Elon bots, put some synthetic skin, make that motherfucker look like me, like Bruce Willis in Surrogates, and then they just upload my personality based on my Twitter account. They got a Canon Hotep, or they got a Kid Gravity, or they got a Hotep Jesus, or a fucking Tim Pool or whoever. It's interesting. It's interesting, but I don't know. Whatever Elon doing with these babies, or whatever Elon doing with getting these women pregnant, ain't none of our business. However, I do believe that Elon is out here trying to build master race babies. Elon is out here trying to build master race babies. I'm telling y'all ain't gonna be happy till little Adam Warlock is levitating above the White House. That's what I think he's doing. Not to mention, Elon has to die, right? Not saying right now, guys, okay? Don't fucking take that out of context. One day Elon has to leave, just like all of us have to leave, right? Just like we all have to leave. You know what I mean? He gonna need an heir to take over his quote unquote empire. And and he probably want to make sure whatever kid is going to take over this empire, or children take over the empire, are equipped to do so. Rudy said become unquote unclonable. Crack Netter says facts with autistic DNA. I mean, with the CRISPR, you can take certain shit out, right? I argue that motherfucker ain't autistic. I'm sorry. I just think he awkward. I'm not even going to give him the benefit of the doubt of saying this billionaire genius as fuck has autism. No, I'm not giving him that. He just fucking, some people just really fucking smart and awkward. That's what I think he is. Just really smart and awkward. Period. Full stop. You know what I mean? Let's just keep it a buck. You know, but you can, with CRISPR, you can genetically edit the embryos and all that other shit, and design your fucking baby if you got the money to do so. And clearly he got the money to do that shit. But Elon legitimately thinks that AI is going to be a problem in the near future, and the only way for us to combat AI is to fucking alter and upgrade ourselves. And that's what the Neuralink's going to be about. Initially, they're going to tell us Neuralink is to make people whole. We're going to make you whole again. If you lost your arm in the war, we're going to be able to give you a new cybernetic arm, and you'll be able to use it just like your old arm. You can't see. Neuralink, we'll put Neuralink, and now you'll be able to see fucking through walls. They don't, he trying to make the $6 million man out this bitch. You know what I mean? But the thing about it is, and I think that's a good thing, as far as being able to make people whole again, right? Because come on, if I lost a leg or an arm or something happened to me, and Neuralink could fix me, I would have a hard time saying no to it. But the problem is this: just like Twitter, just like Alexa, and all these other technologies that the United States government wants to have their hands in, somebody's want to have control of the back end of the Neuralink. Pause. Somebody's going to want to have control of the back end of the Neuralink. And I wouldn't want to be the one with a Neuralink in my head, and I'm happy, and I'm walking, I'm strolling, I'm floating with my leopards. I got my new fucking arm, and I'm all ready, looking like the fucking Winter Soldier and shit with a Wakanda arm. And I'm walking down the street, and next thing you know, I fucking black out, and then I come back to, and I done slaughtered a fucking 1,000 people, and I don't know what the fuck happened, because somebody done hacked my fucking brain chip, and I done went full fucking merc mode, and I don't know what the fuck happened. I'm just back, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm holding a gun or whatever. That's my problem with it. That's my problem with it. Stuff that starts off as benevolent and well-intentioned always gets bastardized and turned into something else by the powers that be. Exactly, Roy. Yep. I ain't want to say that because, some people ain't seen the movie yet, but yeah, exactly. You know, You think Neuro's a false flag for tighter laws? I don't think so. I don't think so. There's too many people there's too many people that's in power that they're obsessed with living forever. They're obsessed with living forever, or up to their 200 or whatever. So if they can do that shit, they gonna do that shit. It's so many There's a lot of people that want transhumanism to succeed, especially like in these Rothschild families and all these other, the 13, was it 13 families, the 13 families and all these, and they want to learn. They want to, what's his name? What was the one guy? It was, I forgot, whatever Rockefeller that died like a few years back. He was 109 years old, and he was 100 years old or 109. He had 9 heart transplants. 9 heart transplants. He was trying to live forever. But can you imagine? Can you imagine? Like, what's that show called? Altered Carbon? Could you imagine? Before he died, they download his consciousness onto a fucking flash drive and then pop that bitch into another fucking body or avatar, and now he can keep on keeping on. Yeah, they're obsessed living forever, man. They don't care what it is. They want to be. I'm telling you, that's where we're headed. And I think Elon is obsessed. He is obsessed with transhumanism, but he thinks that we need to alter ourselves to keep up with AI. And that's what this Neuralink shit about. It'll be sold to us as making you whole again. And then eventually people start getting it just because it's going to make their life easier. It is going to have the shit. And then it'll be like Ozempic. Ozempic started out for people with diabetes. Now Ozempic's being used for people to lose weight. Now the people that's using Ozempic to lose weight are finding out the negatives from having Ozempic. Fucking paralyzed stomachs and thyroid cancer. It'll be the same thing with the Neuralink. But I'm telling y'all, you having these kids, IVF is a form of transhumanism because you're designing the baby. Especially when you use CRISPR, you're designing the baby to the specs that you want. And then on top of that, I think one of his kids or a few of his kids are going to get that fucking brain chip because it's his children. They can't say shit about it. His children going to get that fucking brain chip, and his kids going to be cybernetic. They're going to be little androids. They're going to be Data from fucking Star Trek. That's exactly what it's going to be. They're going to be Data from Star Trek. Little superhuman babies. You think they all got it already, Alchemists? They could. They could. Black diabetics would be the first to sign up, probably. You know, he trying to be the next Yakub. Netta said he's smart but slow. I know what you mean. Like, he's very fucking book smart, but like street savvy, common sense shit, Elon ain't got it. That's what people think he's autistic. No, I know a bunch of fucking book smart people who are fucking dumb as rocks when it comes to like common sense and shit like that and sensitivity. You don't gotta have fucking Asperger's or some shit to just be socially awkward, right? I know a bunch of people who are just socially awkward, right? They're just not wired like the rest of us. You know what I mean? Yeah, Elon been testing it for years. I think I gotta remember. I think in the stream I replayed the other day, he was talking about. I think that's the whole reason I did it because they were getting ready for the clinical trials. They saying the shit was ready for clinical trials. This is before the soldier, whoever it was that like the amputee. I think he's like a quadruple amputee or something like that. That's before he got the shit in his head. You can't feel your toes. We out in the water, Rudy. Socially awkward Asian. New money is like getting a program update. I like that. I like that. He got babies with the Neuralink lady. So the chick that created the technology he got kids with. That's interesting. People gonna be tweaking literally. Yeah, that's why we watch Surrogates that day on the channel. That shit's coming. Right? Also go look at that movie The Creator. Go look at Gattaca. Those things are coming, man. Art imitates life. But could you imagine that shit? Because think about it, right? The Neuralink, like, they're not going to have you come into some building and get an update, over some secure server. No, they're going to broadcast your updates over the air. So if you got one of them shits in the back of your brain and it's time for an update, they're going to do that shit over the air, right? But therein lies the problem. That shit can be hacked. So if you got a Neuralink, let's just say like society, all these people get Neuralinks in their head. Their brains can be hacked, essentially. And that's my problem. The wrong faction or the wrong people get a hold of the back end of that system. You got Manchurian candidates galore. You got mindless drones galore. Using Ozempic for diabetes, the only thing that got my numbers under control, even without eating my sugar, was 250. There's so many issues obtaining because peeps wanted to lose 10 pounds. Yeah, and now they're addicted to it, and now they're finding out the side effects are going to fuck them up for life or for a very long time. Roy said, hack the planet. You catch anything out there, Rudy? Yeah, exactly. Alchemist says it's going to say ready for update right in your eyes. You're going to have to go find somewhere and sit down for an hour. Oh my God, nah, bruh. Like I said, I wouldn't blame people. Like, oh man, I lost both my legs in the war, but if I get the Neuralink, I can get these cybernetic legs, and I can just keep it moving. Like I can walk again, and be active again, and leap tall buildings in a single bound. You know what I mean? But then somebody got control of your shit. Go watch that movie Upgrade. That's another good movie too. Upgrade. Go check that shit out. You know what I mean? Am I on patrol? I ain't no police. I fucking fix computers. You see this, guys? We were just talking about this Saturday. I got on the leather jacket, and people still think I'm the police or security or something. Yeah, you're right. Nothing like you can't outrun your diet. You know what I mean? All Ozempic does for weight loss is it just hits a switch and just tells you like stop eating. That's it. If you can learn to control yourself and just do intermittent fasting, you can lose the weight just as fast as you would if you was on Ozempic. You know, you know. Oh, that's that movie with Justin Timberlake, right? Alchemist. Like the shit was on their arm. Like he had a timer on their fucking forearm. I forgot what that movie was. Was it called Out of Time? I don't remember. It was a good movie though. I did like that. And like you could buy more time. What's up with my Harry Potter glasses? Let me see. I don't know. I thought there's pretty nice horn rim, tortoise shell glasses. They look pretty cool to me. Little pretty cool tortoise shell glasses. You know. Harry Potter wish he had glasses this nice. But I'm gonna let y'all know, y'all in here trolling. My fucking moderators don't play that shit. They will give you fucking the boot. In time. Thanks, Sauce. I'm Just letting y'all know. Rudy called me yesterday and said, "Yo, stop booting the trolls, y'all. Let us have them." I was like, "All right, I'm gonna leave it up to y'all. I'm gonna leave it up to y'all. So I'm gonna leave it in my moderator's hands. Get out of hand, they gonna kick your ass out. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Protocol, Sauce, Miss Wild Wolf, and Rudy, they will give you fucking your kids will be in fucking high school before you fucking be able to fucking come back on this stream." Vaccinated anti-vaxxer. Gotta love these trolls, y'all. But yeah, y'all. We gonna see what happens. I give it another 5 years or so. Neuralink will be rolled out to the public. Neuralink gonna be rolled out to the public, and when they do that, it'll be for people with disabilities, amputees, and I would argue if your kid has some kind of learning deficiency or disability, maybe your kid is on the spectrum, high on the spectrum somewhere, and maybe nonverbal or something like that, right? And they pop a Neuralink in the back of their head. Now, your kid can actually express themselves and talk to you and have a what you would consider a full life. You know what I mean? And people are going to run to that. People are going to run to that. What happened, Lauren? Who? Oh, Lauren. You talking about Lauren Elise, Lauren B. Lauren, cool people. She good people. I met her at Hotep Con. She cool as shit. And she was at the Grifties last year. Super cool person. Super cool person. But yeah, she don't fuck around though. Here you go, Rudy. That is true. That is true. Ridoge, he says the scary thing is the competition between companies and corporate dirty work to sink others. Yeah, sabotage, man. Sabotage. And the people wearing that Neuralink going to be a cannon fodder of it. But think about it, right? That's how you sell something like that. You sell it based on emotion, So if you got a kid, right? Let's go with the Neuralink for the children. Let's say you got a kid, they're nonverbal, right? You can't understand your child. Your child is fucking crying for help, but you don't know how to help your kid because you don't know what your kid needs or wants, right? You think you know the patterns, but you don't. You get your wits in, and then here comes Neuralink. We can implant this chip in your kid's head, and we can somehow rewire the mitochondria and blah 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 blah. If so facto, poof, power, surprise. Now your kid can talk and express themselves and have rational thought with you, and they're no longer on the spectrum per se. People will jump at that. People will jump at that. Blind people. But I think it was one article I read that they were able to it would like they were able to help people see, but they would kind of see like they would kind of see like Daredevil, right? I think you could see like in some kind of purple spectrum or some shit like that. But you could see. Like it'd be like it wouldn't be like we seeing now full color. It would be like I ain't gonna say infrared, but like it wouldn't be full color. It'd be like kind of like a tinted purplish color, but you could see. You know what I mean? Imagine being blind and then they're able to do that through Neuralink, and now you can see. People are going to jump at that. People are going to sign up quick. You know what I mean? People are going to sign up quick at a chance to be made whole again. But again, the problem isn't, the technology. The problem is the people that run the technology, the people that want to have control of the technology is the problem. And that's the part I'm afraid of. Great value brain chip. As long as it comes with an off switch. Yeah, it's going to have some kind of off switch. You know what I mean? But how fast? Christopher Lee. You know who are you? Do you know me, Christopher Lee? Drink water, eat properly before you try to tell people what to do. It's funny. You hear this, Rudy? You hear this nonsense? It's funny that people think I'm fat. It is funny that people think I'm fat. You gotta love it. And then when they meet me in real life and go, "Oh shit," I tell you, paralysis was one of the first indications for Neuralink. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it kind of like what you saying, Anna Manga. Like it kind of put me in mind of like Divergent. Remember in the movie Divergent, like it's like they hit a switch or they turned on something and everybody just became subservient and obedient. They all started doing the will of whoever was pulling the strings at that point. Yeah. Yep. Yep. An army of like you upgraded, you faster than the speed of light when it comes to thinking and calculating and all this other shit until they hit that switch, and now you're just a mindless drone doing the bidding of whoever is pulling your strings. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh. They don't know, Rudy. They don't know Sauce. The Trump dynasty shapes up after he's gone. I'm talking about out of office or when Trump died. Because in the next 4 years, the Republican Party gonna go back to the status quo. They hiding behind Trump. They hide behind Trump because Trump is taking the swings and the arrows and he fighting the bullies for him. The minute Trump gone, he out of office. They on their own. Let's see if they got all that. They see if they talk that shit then. It's gonna be interesting to see. Sound like the show Halo. Telling you, that's what it's gonna be. Like, think about it, right? Just think about it. Watch the movie Upgrade. That is a perfect example. Watch Divergent. I think it's the second movie. Might be the second movie. Watch all three. All right, watch all three. Like, or read the book. But that's what happens, right? Everybody is autonomous and they can think for themselves and this and that until somebody fucking flips the motherfucking switch. Swoop. Go watch Manchurian Candidate. Somebody hit that switch or whatever. Or go watch the new fucking Captain America movie. Now you done went from autonomy, self-autonomy, and living life again and being able to move like you want to move and think how you want to think and all this other stuff until somebody hit that switch. And now you just a mindless drone doing whatever they tell you to do. And you might not black out. You might be along for the ride. Your brain might be, your mind might be there, but your body ain't yours. You watching yourself do all this fucked up shit. Ain't shit you can do about it because you ain't in control. Download Off the Grid. All right. It's on PS5. All right, I got you. Matter of fact, I think I can do it from my phone. Down Off the Grid. What's that about, yo? and it's going to be just the party. Think the Union Party shows its face, Roy? Told people you got 4 years to get your money and get the fuck off the grid before shit goes south. I tweeted this last night. I ain't gonna lie, I was off of edible though. I tweeted this last night. I said it feels like, right, with all this shit that's happening, all this disclosure, and if Donnie T does do no tax on tips, overtime, and income, and all this other stuff, I feel like we getting our last meal, right? Right. These next 4 years are gonna be us getting our last meal, because when Donnie T out of the fucking White House, we in for some shit. It's like he's saying, eat good now, because when I leave, shit gonna get spicy. I was just thinking about that. Like I was just, thinking about that shit. Third person similar to COD. All right, cool. I'm gonna check it out. GTA 6. I'm gonna get it. Damn, when did GTA 5 come out? GTA 5 came out like 10 years ago. Was it 10 years ago? Now they just coming out with GTA 6? That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know. I feel like going into this trade center. I don't. 2013 when it came out. Yo, that shit was fun though. It was a fun ass game. I would play that shit when I got off of work. 2012. I would play that shit when I got off of work. That's back when I was in the casino industry. I had like swing shifts, so like I would work from like 3 to like, I think I worked out because I was a manager, a tech manager. I worked from like, I think I did from like 3 to 12. I think I worked from 3 to 12 or 3 to 11, somewhere around there. No, 3 to 1. I worked from 3 to 1, and then I would go home and jump on GTA 6, and then get up and jump on that shit if I wasn't doing nothing. Or I would go to the gym, then come home and then jump on GTA 6, and then go to work. I mean GTA 5. Sorry, GTA 5. You know, play video games there for children. Well, I'm a big ass kid, Rudy. I'm a big ass kid. You on GTA heavy? It's a cool game. Like when they do bring out GTA, it's well thought out. It's well produced. It is. It's a well produced game when it comes out. You know what I mean? So what's that one game everybody kept telling me? What's it called? Detroit? What's it called? Detroit? What's it called? Detroit Unhuman or Detroit Human? What's it called? I know Kay was telling me to play that game, Detroit Unhuman or some shit like that. Your game is Car Mechanic Simulator? That's interesting. Yeah, Detroit Become Human. Thanks, y'all. Thanks, Roy and High Horse. Somebody told me to play that game, but we'll see. What's today? Wednesday. I'll probably jump on the game today. I've been playing Call of Duty online. Not online, but I've been streaming Call of Duty. I've been streaming the campaign of Call of Duty on Kick and on my Nerd Out channel. So I'll probably be on there today. I'll throw it on Twitter for the Nerd Out channel. Y'all just go over there and subscribe. Come in, shoot the shit while I'm playing the game. You know what I mean? So PlayStation has a bum simulator. Stop. Oh shit. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Before I get out here, let me tell you that story. Actually, you just reminded me of something. Roy. So my sister calls me, right? My sister calls me yesterday, and she goes, "Hey, can you send me some information? One of my friends said she thinks that She heard somebody say that Trump is going to put people with special needs and mentally ill. Well, he said handicapped and mentally ill people. What did she say? Oh, she was like, my friend think that that Trump going to put special needs people, mentally ill people, and handicapped people in concentration camps. And all I could do was just fucking laugh. I said, "Do you hear how absurd what you just asked me sounds?" She was like, "I know it sounds crazy. Even my sister don't like Trump, but she said that shit sound crazy even to me." So I said, "Tell your friend stop getting her news off fucking TikTok, please. Please stop getting her news off TikTok. Stop getting it off Facebook, Instagram, and don't." And I said, and stop getting the shit off Twitter. I said, if you want to get it, just go do the research. So I send her something. I go, look. The only thing that I see is from a year ago is Trump saying he want to bring back the fucking nut house. And I'm all for you bringing back the fucking nut house and mental institutions and asylums, because some people are out here on these streets that are a danger to themselves and to the public, and they should be in some kind of program or something like that. I'm all for it. I said, but this motherfucker is not making internment camps for handicapped people. I said, tell your friend that if she sees some shit like that on TikTok and they don't got a fucking article to back the shit up, and it's just mysterious fucking music, and they say some goofy shit like that, 9 times out of 10 it's not a fucking thing. Even when I do my TikTok videos, at least I got a fucking green screen of the fucking article that I'm referencing. The shit is crazy. I said the Trump Ranger syndrome is fucking nuts. They are willing to go through great lengths to make sure that or they're going at great lengths to see if they can get this Doge shit shut down. They're just trying to smear all this shit so they can stop Doge. And right now, like I told y'all, I don't know if Elon's Lex Luthor or if he's Bruce Wayne, but right now, what's going on with Doge has to happen. It should have happened a few administrations ago, but it has to happen, right? Expose the corruption. The government needs to be audited, just like they would audit us. The government needs to be audited. And now we're starting to find out about all this corruption, all this money laundering, all this misappropriation of funds. It needs to be seen. It needs to be brought out into the light. But I said, all these people that's screaming at the top of their lungs about it, they're not arguing about what's being found. They're arguing the fact that, oh, it's our privacy. It's an invasion of our privacy. And it's like, but you're not arguing. I'm talking about the politicians. You're not arguing about what's being exposed or what's being found. You're not rebutting that. And that speaks volumes. You know. Mike said he's Dr. Doom. Uh-oh, we're gonna try and take us to Latvia. I don't think that Robert Downey Jr. should play Dr. Doom. I don't think he should play Dr. Doom. I think they should have picked a fresh face. Who would y'all pick for Dr. Doom? Right? And Pedro Pascal should not be playing Mr. Fantastic. Pedro Pascal should not be playing Mr. Fantastic. I'm sorry. I think they should have stayed with John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic. But who you think should have played Dr. Doom? Now, there's a rumor that they're saying Kang the Conqueror might be brought back in. We'll see how that goes. But Marvel whole movie garbage. The whole movie garbage. What? Which one? I was Captain America. I gave a 3.5 out of 5. Like I had to suspend my disbelief on some stuff, right? But I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. It was entertaining. It had action. My kids loved it. I liked it. I was like, all right, cool. It ain't Marvel of old, right? But it was pretty decent. It wasn't as much agenda in it as I thought it was going to be, right? I thought it was pretty decent. The Fantastic Four remake. I'm interested to see it because it takes place in the 60s, allegedly. It takes place in the 60s. I'm interested to see it. I have low expectations for it simply because they can't get for some reason, they can't get Fantastic Four right. For some reason, they can't get Fantastic Four right. Maybe with Marvel doing it now, it might be okay, but the worst one was the one with Michael B. Jordan in it. That shit was terrible. The one from the ones with like Chris Evans is like Johnny Storm and all that other stuff, and Jessica Alba, like they were okay, but they weren't great. They weren't great. But for some reason, they just can't do Fantastic Four right. Played by who? Mads Mikkelsen. Yeah, that's another thing, Alchemist. Don't start the fucking story over. That's why I like the new Spider-Man. They ain't start that story over. Just fucking just act as if they exist. Just act as if they exist. Like we never got a X-Men origin. They got Wolverine origins. I'm saying X-Men as a whole, like the X-Men movie. They were just X-Men, right? They ain't try to go back to how the X-Men was. They went back later and tried to show how the X-Men were assembled, but like when they first came out with X-Men, it just was the fucking X-Men. That's true, Sauce. They can't get it right because they don't want to lean into campiness. The best Fantastic Four movies is The Incredibles 1 and 2. Like I used to love the cartoon. I used to love the cartoon. I used to watch the cartoon all the time. I remember the one episode where the Hawk almost fucking killed the thing. There's an episode of Fantastic Four from the 90s, a cartoon, where the thing fought the Hawk on the fucking Hudson. Was it the Hudson Bridge or the Brooklyn Bridge? One of them. And the Hawk almost fucking killed him. Right? I was all excited as a kid, like, oh, this shit gonna be a good fight. The Hawk almost fucking killed the thing. The design fit. The leader was horrible. They did do the Hawk story dirty. Yeah, but the way they brought the adamantium in play, I'm trying to see how they're gonna work that in with Wolverine though. All right, because adamantium, that was man-made. That wasn't from like no meteor. Adamantium, like as far as the comics and shit was concerned, the inception or the creation of adamantium, that was some man-made shit. Now they saying it's from a fucking celestial. So like with Wolverine, are they gonna have a new origin story for Wolverine? How does that work? Lazy writing, bringing adamantium. I think you don't say nothing about adamantium. I think you just introduce the X-Men. You introduce Wolverine. You don't need the whole story. Once you reintroduce Wolverine into the MCU, then you can go back and do a whole origin shit. What's up, Psych? Yeah, the writing is getting lazy. Yeah, Weapon X project. Yeah, but it's like with the Weapon X project though, it was I guess you could still do the Weapon X project. I guess you could still do the Weapon X project, whether it's a celestial or the adamantium was man made. Yeah, you can still do the Weapon X project. They still like a sample of adamantium, and then they boil that shit to 1,500 degrees, and then fucking inject them with that shit. Yeah, but they keep trying to pretend like John Feige and them. They care about the canon. It's like no, because they always deviating from the canon. The Weapon X movie with Maverick, Wolverine, Sabretooth, and a Silver Fox. That was one of my favorite episodes of X-Men 92. When they all came back to where they were created, to that little training grounds. That shit was dope. That shit was dope. That would be a good ass movie though. That would be a great movie. They should make a Weapon X movie. That shit'd be fire. Nobody's going to see the Thunderbolts. Yeah, I think the Thunderbolts should probably be. That should have been a fucking a Disney Plus release. That shit should have just been a Disney Plus release. Because I don't know if I'm even interested in seeing the Thunderbolts, to be honest with you. You know, I don't know. Like I was interested in Captain America because I just wanted to see how they played it. You know, Thunderbolts. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I think Winter Soldier and what the fuck is the Soviet dude name? I can't remember his name now. I guess I think the Winter Soldier and the Soviet guy can carry the movie. Why can't I think of his name now? It's so fucking simple. I can't think of it. Fantastic Four, they last hope to really get this new phase of the MCU off the ground. I think you just honestly, if I was them, I don't know. I guess they. So what is it supposed to do? Fantastic Four movie, then Avengers Doomsday, then Secret Wars. Is that the way it's supposed to go? Well, Silver Fox would be the co-star. Yeah, who could play Silver Fox? There's got to be like some fine Amazon woman with long hair. Who could play Silver Fox? Red Guardian. Thanks, Roy. And who could play Maverick? Liv Schreiber. He's too old to play Sabretooth. You need a younger Sabretooth. Who plays Sabretooth? Who'll be the cast? Oh, John, go have a seat. Nobody even talking about that shit no more. Nobody talking about that shit no more. And the FAA was having issues before Trump got in office. Trump didn't even freeze FAA funding, John. We're talking about comic books now. If you don't want to talk about comic books, John, then get the fuck out of the chat. You just had a whole soliloquy on some shit we ain't even talking about. That's how you know they're trolls. John is probably not, his name probably not even John. He's sitting in a bot farm, Indian style too. Am I reading any graphic novels right now? Um, Nothing right now. Anybody got any suggestions? I was, shout out to my man Young Ripper Comics. I was reading his, but right now I'm not reading anything. The last graphic novel I read, I think, was Fear Itself. Yeah, Fear Itself was probably the last ones I read. I thought about going into the DC 52s, like revisiting DC 52s. You know, I heard Blood Roof was good. I didn't get that yet. You know. Here we go again. Been in more efficient to have plane crashes than hire FAA employees. Again, guys, we're talking about comic books here. Did I play for the Rams? For a brief period of time, I played for the Rams. Then I decided to retire while I was young and healthy. No, I'm not Aaron Donald. Yeah, I heard Blood Roof was straight. I'm gonna get it. I heard that Disney was trying to buy it from him. That's what I heard. I heard Disney was trying to buy Blood Roof from him. But yeah, Fear Itself, I think it was the last graphic novel I read. Fear Itself was good. I started to visit the Secret Wars, and I need to revisit the Secret Wars before the movie comes out, because I'm actually interested in seeing the Secret Wars. I think the Secret Wars, if they do that shit right, that shit gonna be fire. So I'm assuming it's Fantastic Four, then it's Avengers, Doomsday, and then it's gonna be Secret Wars. Is that how it's supposed to go? Oh, by a double copy so you can keep one. Yeah, I feel you. That's how fire the character design is. That's what's up. I would love to see a live, not a live action, even if it was it could be a live action movie for like one of Ripper's comics, or even an animated movie would be great. Okay, so that is how it's going to go, though. So, okay, so that's like Robert Downey Jr. is a good actor, but I hope he doesn't play. I hope Robert Downey Jr. doesn't play Tony Stark as Doctor Doom. Flash Reed was what? Mind Management a few years ago. We'll see. We'll see. Like Marvel tried to go the whole, I don't know what you would call it. I hate saying woke, but they tried to go the woke route. I think they find out it's not really working for them. Like honestly, Captain America wasn't woke. It wasn't woke the fuck up, right? It actually was a decent movie. The things that I didn't like, that I was like, the game made me do a 3.5 out of 5 was, I just don't see Sam Wilson as a believable Captain America without super soldier serum, right? Like, in the, we'll say in the trailers, they allude to him fighting the Red Hulk. And I'm like, the Red Hulk would fuck you up on one hit, even with the adamantium, the vibranium shield and the fucking vibranium wings. I'm like, you would still take maximum damage from the the fucking Red Hulk hitting you without you having some kind of like ability. Like you need an Iron Man suit, maybe. It just wasn't believable for me for that. Like, but like like I said, you see it in the in the previews. I'm like, he don't got no powers, and he's taking a punch to the shield from the Hulk, from the Red Hulk, and he has no superpowers. That shit should have, like, even the force of the punch from the Red Hulk should have fucking shattered everything in his body. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Like now, if he would have took the super soldier serum, right, like Isaiah Bradley or whatever, all right, I got you. Now that'd be kind of dope. Now you got Sam Wilson. He got super soldier serum in him. He can do all this shit, run fast and shit like that, and he can fly with his fucking jetpacks and shit like that. That shit. Then all right, I'd have been cool with that. But I'm like, oh, come on. You know what I mean? Pilot armor greater than super soldier serum. Right, right, and right, exactly. That's how I was feeling. Like, all right, look, okay, no. You know what I mean? Like, that's like me getting shot and I got a vest on. Yeah, I might get saved, but I'm gonna be bruised the fuck up from the fucking shot to the vest. I might got some broken ribs and some other shit if I get hit with a fucking shotgun blast to the chest with a vest on. I'm not getting up. All right, it's gonna take a minute. So you telling me that he had his adamantium? I mean, he had his vibranium shield wings, and the fucking Red Hawk punched that shit, and he fucking was able to hold that shit. Like, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. That's the shit that I was laughing about. I thought was fucking hilarious. I thought the shit was hilarious. I was like, nah. But I suspended my belief on it, and I allowed it to happen. As far as allowed me to watch it without being like, oh, this. And it, other than that, it was a decent movie. I liked it. Like I said, it wasn't over the top with like agenda and stuff like that. So 3.5 out of 5. If Jay's seen it, I don't know if Jay's still in the chat, but if Jay's seen it, Jay, we ain't did a Hotep movie review in a minute. We got to do something, y'all. We got to do something. I'm about to start uploading the old Hotep movie reviews to my Nerd Out channel. See if we can't bring some audience over there. But we have to start doing movie reviews again, y'all. And hey, if any of y'all got an idea, let's just say I saw a movie and y'all saw it too. Y'all want to jump on the stream with me and we discuss the movie? Let's discuss the movie. You know, just hit me up, DM me on Twitter or something. Yeah. Anyway, let me get in here and grab this equipment that I need to take with me back to the port. If you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Share the stream, let people know we live. You catching the replay? Leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I can use that constructive criticism. Want to donate to the channel? $ Canon Hotep on Cash App, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. Always welcome, guys. Anyway, till next time, it's Canon Hotep saying, be blessed, stay strapped, don't miss. And don't worry about tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow got enough problems of its own. Worry about today. I'll holler at y'all.